Hi,
Hi,
this is Mike.
and Jackie. This is just an update on what we've got available for the New Zealand workshops this year. We thought we'd share it with you and show you the sort of things that we photograph.
Yeah, that's about it. I'll get our faces out of the way.
Okay.
And we're just looking at Bridge because this is the software we use on our workshops to review people's photographs and
Yep.
bring up ideas and share ideas.
Yeah.
So where are we here, Mike? This
Um,
is just a
Well,
précis.
we're actually heading north. We're just going to just past Greymouth. We do an early morning shoot on a beach. We time the workshop quite specifically for low tide at sunset. So, yeah, to get in and out here with the tide right is essential. So we don't move this workshop very much. Stays around the same time of the year. This starts on the 2nd of May and goes through till the 8th of May.
Oh, that's pretty good. You can remember those dates, but it can be wet.
In fact, we love it when it's wet because you get atmosphere. This is up at an old gold mine, coal mine, which is fantastic. You get up into this mist, and it regularly is quite misty up there. And these subjects are really quite interesting.
Yeah, I really like doing multiple exposures with this kind of stuff with the posters and things around too.
And I really enjoy doing the monochrome in camera.
Yeah.
This is actually on the way back from that workshop. We're heading towards the Lewis Pass. And this is Lake. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Moana, I think.
It's all right. They're all
Moana.
here we go. We're
Okay.
a little bit mixed up. Doesn't matter so much about destinations.
All
It's more-
timings here.
It's really about what you love to photograph and what you want to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's raining really heavy, you don't have to get out of the car to make a good photograph.
Oh, that's
You can
good.
actually shoot through the window.
These are Nikkar palms, aren't they?
Correct.
There's a beauty.
Yeah, hiding the sun behind the Nikkar palm.
Pretty.
This is right up the far north. We spent a couple of nights up here at a place called Karamea.
And they've got caves.
Caves are beautiful area. Caves, wilderness, dense forest. Probably the loudest bird sound you'll ever hear in your life. And there's no people anywhere.
It's beautiful.
It's incredible.
Minimalist seascape here
Yeah,
with an inlet coming in.
another cave looking out into a river.
Yeah. Just silhouettes of headlands.
Yeah,
And then back
just
to
a
the start.
really interesting part of the planet.
Okay, and you'll always get a different set of photographs from Jackie. As we go through to the west coast, we go over the Otura
Arthur's Pass and Otira Bridge.
Bridge. Yeah, I like this because it's light against dark, and it's my multiple exposure practice. I like to put it into different landscapes along the way, and it's a really good technique and subject to teach people how to do this. And so I often everybody comes on board and makes some of those. That's that headland, the beach that Mike was talking about.
A low tide.
Low tide, there's Mike. And some of the sculpted landscapes of rock and
This is
sea
down at
and-
the Fox River.
yeah, I love it down there.
Yeah.
Beautiful sand and storminess.
And this is at Punakakai.
Yeah, love it when that being there at midday and having a
Storms.
storm coming in.
Yeah, beautiful.
Looking up towards Karamea on our trip through.
This part of the New Zealand landscape is probably the least known and least visited. But for Jackie and I, we think it's one of the most exciting.
Yeah. And yeah, just great. That's that inlet sunset.
How have you done that, Jackie?
Oh well, actually, it's a stitch. I do like doing lots of stitches, and I encourage people to do that and teach it. It's two horizontal stitches of that image put together to make a wider shot.
Right, so that's done in post-production.
The last part, but
Yep.
it is a long exposure,
Yep.
neutral density filter,
Fantastic.
just black and white. And those Nikkar palms shooting high key in amongst the forest. Really like doing that sort of thing. It's quite meditative kind of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just finding ways of interpreting a big green landscape is I desaturate it.
And the beauty thing with having a small group, we just have a group of maximum 6 is you get to spend a lot of time on each of these places. Nothing's rushed, and you can just, as Jackie said, meditate.
It's that lake on the way back, high key again, and back to my bridge.
Yeah.
So that's Northwestland, and Mike's in May. Then we've got Otago. I'm going to show Mike's first. So Otago is full of.
Well, that's at the end of May. So again, this is mid-year, and it's just really before the weather gets super cold. Late autumn, interesting, great skies. It's a northwest wind. In fact, the skies for black and white, for monochrome, are spectacular at this time of the year. So this Central Otago is really about old things in the landscape, old buildings and mining towns. These are tall outcrops up at Paulburn. Paulburn. This is an old schoolhouse in the Maniatoto. An old cookhouse.
We get access to this special cookhouse.
Yeah, so it's a really quite a unique sort of part of the country with different things to photograph, and we end up at the Mareki boulders.
Yeah.
Which are weird.
I mean, that's just one boulder. There's a whole bunch of them, aren't there?
Yeah. And an old town, the old part of Awamaru, which is on a coastal town that was destined to be a huge town, but it ran out of gold, so it became a small town.
But it's got a huge, a lot of these buildings all in the one precinct.
Spectacular.
Yeah. Great. And so my shots from there. I just brought a few in. I do like that idea of multiple exposures. That's that same tree of Mike's, but with leaves over the top. Another old building that's got a drapery inside it. That old cookhouse, looking through the windows, but multiple exposing into the dark areas.
Yeah, getting access to these places is absolutely vital because you get photographs that other people don't get.
Oh, that's pretty wild. But this one's okay. That's a boat down in a old, what's that? Matakana, Matariki, Yeah. Okay. It's what's good is just being able to have access again into these places and make multiple exposures and playing. So yeah, Central Otago. We've got a few places left on that. And now the Southwestland workshop, Wilderness Workshop.
In between these workshops, there's two other workshops, both of which are filled: Canterbury Lakes and Mount Cook Mackenzie Basin.
Right, they're full.
So they're full. So we won't talk about those, but we will talk about Southwestland, which happens in October. And this is again just quite a different part of the west coast, probably a bit more wild, a little bit more exciting. This is an infrared shot of a swing bridge that we get to.
And there's beautiful rainforest walks, aren't there?
Yeah, and they're really easy to access, not strenuous.
We spend the time to do some quite intimate details.
Yeah, studies, we'll call it.
Studies.
Yeah.
Intimate.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the intimateness here? Okay, studies. Yeah. Careful studies.
Again, black and white, that's my preferred medium. I spent a lot of time thinking about textures and shapes.
And the composition and the space around things.
Yeah, black against white, white against black.
But we do that.
That's a butt shot. An unusual way of seeing a white heron.
Yes. But we go to this heron this
colony. Yeah, that's the largest white heron colony in the southern hemisphere. I think it is.
And they're mating with all their mating plumage.
Yeah, so we're there at the right time of the year.
We do go past the Wanaka tree.
You've got to photograph the Wanaka tree.
So you'd be lucky if we get that. Lovely trees along the way. And
it's white bait season, so you get to eat one of these, or maybe more than one.
Maybe you could have a few of those. Alrighty.
Okay.
Southwestland for Jackie. I've just got a few here. All the wood that's been weathered and rolled around and washed into from the ocean out. I love that stuff on the coast.
This stuff comes down the wild rivers and ends up on the beaches, which is again, we spend a lot of time on these beaches.
Yeah, that's it in colour. Little bit desaturation, kind of like that. There's many options here for the finding foregrounds and backgrounds. Yeah, there's that in black and white. And here's a shot of my herons.
Ah.
And that one up the top's going, come on, get up here and bring that stick.
Oh, I think it's saying, what took you so long?
What took you so long? But yeah, we have a private tour really out there.
Yeah, just us.
Yep, with our group, with our long lenses. I like to show people how to do multiple exposures again, and diptychs and triptychs. Put things together and layer things. This is a dead fish on the beach that I put inside a hut.
Ocarito.
Ocarito. Yeah.
Wow.
Long exposure.
Love that.
Yeah, high key.
Bruce Bay.
And also craziness. Bring on the craziness. So, really, I guess I'll bring back our faces over here. There we go.
Yeah.
We'd love you to join us if some of those destinations tickles your fancy.
Yeah,
you can come.
In times when international travel's not that desirable, this is a very easy fix to get the brain cells going, keep you active, keep you excited, motivated to be a photographer, which is what we do.
Yeah.
So come and join us.
Yeah. Thanks.